Do you know? Okay, I think we're good. Oh, I need to just getting our other device ready. How do you know if how do you know if your business is ready for an accountant? Now, I get asked this question from time to time. I think, persons might say, how do I know if my business is ready for an accountant? Or how do I know if my business is ready for a CFO? Or also, at what stage should I really get an accountant, a CFO involved in my business, or even a tax expert? So, if you are not sure about should your business be ready, should your business, is your business ready? Should you really start using an accountant, CFO right now? You want to listen in for the next few minutes. That is what we are diving into in this video. So I'll start off with a question, a story. I like to do that. With little ones, I have to get into telling a lot of stories and being creative in explaining, issues. And when you get those hard questions from little minds. So when is the best time for you to start eating healthy? Would you say it's when you get sick, or should you do it before? And even if you have a little one, a baby, when are you going to really start, introducing healthy habits in terms of meal, lifestyle, exercise? You're not going to wait until they get sick. You want to be doing it as soon as possible. And the more you learn about different ways to get healthier and eat better and all that, then you change and change as needs be. So I'll throw that back to you as the CEO, the entrepreneur, the business owner. When is the best time for you to start using an accountant in your business, a CFO, or even a tax expert? When is that best time? The best time is now. As you've started, if you've started your business, you need to have that in place now. And if you are about to start your business, you need to start having those conversations now. The other question that I know is always a follow up is, I don't think I'm making enough money to really need to, use an accountant in my business or somebody to help me with taxes or even bookkeeping. Some persons do say that. I don't think I'm making enough money, or I think I'm too small, right? And that's a valid point. However, let us back up a little bit to say what is really involved in accounting in your business. So when it comes to accounting, and I'm going to keep it simple, is it called keep it sweet and simple, something like that. Keep it short and sweet, something like that, kids. Anyways, keeping it simple this morning or this afternoon, this evening, depending on where you're at or if you're catching the replay. And even before I go any further, I forgot to say, if you do have any questions, any comments, please put them in the chat. Also, say where you're tuning in from. You never know who you might meet, who might want to connect with you. So please free to do that. Okay, let's go back on track now. So accounting is basically, accounting involves recording your transactions and also analyzing your transactions, understanding what's involved in your business. So it is twofold, just keeping it simple. One, ensuring that your transactions are recorded correctly. And number two, the next stage is assessing those transactions, understanding them. So if you made $1 million in sales, what does that mean? If you have, let's say, $500,000 in labor costs, what does that mean? If your advertising budget or expenses is $3,000 for the week, what does that mean? So that is basically what's involved in accounting: recording your transactions and understanding what those transactions mean. Because when you understand what those transactions mean, you are now positioned to make better decisions in your business. You're positioned to implement effective strategies. You are positioned to really scale your business, help your business grow, and so forth. So that is why it is so important to, from day one in your business, to start introducing this whole accounting process. And I'll basically say that depending on where you are at in your business, you might not need to assess, you might not have a lot to assess, you might not have a lot to examine, to understand. However, you need to start, right? So that, what does that really look like? That looks like, so for example, if you are just starting out in business, you might just have probably about 3 or 4 transactions. Or if you are already in business but you don't have a lot of things happening, you still need to review, you still need to ensure it's recorded properly, you still need to review what's happening, you still need to understand. It might not need a lot of detail and moving parts. However, from your business is in operation, you need to be keeping your eyes on your numbers, your cash flow. You need to be doing that in your business. And from your business is in operation, you must have transactions. You must have transactions happening in your business. Unless your business is dormant, there's no activity, then you're not going to have a lot. But from you do have transactions taking place in your business, you need to have eyes on what is happening. You need to ensure that those transactions are recorded properly. You need to ensure that those transactions, you're understanding what is happening. And there's always room for improvement. I do subscribe to the value of continuous improvement, always seeking out a better way to do things, always trying to understand, okay, can this be done differently? What else can be done to improve this, to learn more? So that is why it is so important to adopt that mentality in your business where you want to keep growing, you want to keep doing better. And that is not going to come from yourself alone. You're going to have to tap into others who are more experts than yourself, or reading, or and Google won't take your business very far for sure. So because you do know that sometimes some of the sources on Google, Wikipedia, are not very reputable. And I always use this example: if you had a surgery to do, you'd read up and stuff, but depending on what's happening, you're not going to perform that surgery yourself. No, you are going to want to get that right surgeon to perform this surgery on yourself or a family member, friend, all that. So that is why it is always so important to have that mindset and understand that when it comes to your business from day one, you need to have the right systems, the right understanding of what is happening in your business. And you are either you're going to start it right or get it right. So, and that when it comes to accounting, it ranges, it's so diverse, it's so vast, the various areas. Your accountant can help you to choose the right business structure, help you to pay less taxes, and who doesn't want that? Help you to be more efficient, more profitable, and so much more. So that is why the right time to get an accountant involved in your business right now. If you haven't started, it is time to get that happening in your business, to get it on track, to get that set up in your business. You're not going to regret it, right? Because it's adding value to your business, and the returns are just so vast, are just so limitless when you get the right person involved. So how do you know if your business is ready for an accountant? Your business will be ready for an accountant when you set up your business, if you're about to set your business up, when you have transactions taking place, when you are deciding on even what's the right method to record those transactions, the right accounting software, what's the right process. You get into all those. So you always need to have an accountant involved in your business. It doesn't have to be full time, it could be various touch points. There's so many different methods of how this can work for your business. But it is important to realize that your business is always ready for an accountant. An accountant can come in and do things at different stages, different levels for your business, but it is important to get started. So it is so important to realize that your business is always ready for an accountant. And again, depending on the size of their transactions, the volume of what's happening, they're going to do different things. Like the things they might do for you, if you have 6, 7 million in revenue and lots of different types of services, products, is going to be a different touch point from when you are at, let's say, 200,000 or thereabout. It differs, and that's okay, right? But it is important to have an accountant involved in your business at all stages of your from your operation. And I even go a step further before you even start, have that conversation. What is the right tax structure? What is the right, you know, business structure for me to choose? Get into those conversations even before you start. And if you have started, it's not too late to get those changes in place and have those conversations. So if you want to learn more about what does it really mean to have an accountant in your business, what can an accountant do for your business, definitely send me a DM or a message. It's fine. You can reach out to me. I'll be happy to keep the conversation going with you. I'm also going to put in the chat a 39-day guide to how you can to key things you need to be having done in your business, whether by yourself or ensure that it is being done by someone else to ensure that as a business owner, as a company, you are en route to being profitable and definitely having more cash and be more efficient in your business. So signing off, this is Kersha Campbell. Bye guys.